Okay, here is Wednesday, November the 3rd, DGP, as well as Tuesday, November the 2nd. So if you are absent, not in class, whatever it may be, here is how you approach the sentence for week 11 on Tuesday and Wednesday. Okay. The first note you need to take is when you have an imperative sentence, there will always be an understood you for the subject. Okay. This must be answered on your hard copy in pencil, and you must also type your answers into the computer. Okay. All right. Once you get that sentence written, you are going to insert that understood you. It's kind of invisible, but for learning purposes, we're going to put it in so that you know it's here. Okay. Our sentence that we just wrote tells us that you is the subject. Okay. So the subject of this sentence right here is going to be what? You. Okay. The simple subject and actually the complete subject. Okay. Now, this sentence is giving a command, but it is also directly addressing the person. When we directly call someone by name in a sentence, what do we call that? What is the technical grammar term, Ella? Awesome. Okay, it is what we call an NDA, noun of direct address. Okay, NDA, noun of direct address. Now, this is not the first time you have heard of this. We've had it before this year. Okay? Huh? Yes. Okay. So we have already identified our simple subject as well as our NDA. Now, what is being done in this sentence? What is the action in the sentence? Take. Okay, we're going to take who or take what into the ladies' dressing room? Items. If we can answer the question who or what after the verb, that means that items is a DO.
Wait, I thought you said take. All
right, what does a DO stand for? And a direct object will always be what part of speech? A noun or a pronoun. If we have a direct object, our verb will always be. What is the abbreviation for a transitive verb? What if we don't have a direct object? VI. Okay.
What verbs are always intransitive? Lincoln verbs.
Lincoln Lighthouse.
All right. Now, the other thing we need to do is identify our prepositional phrase. You are going to put your prepositional phrase in parentheses. Okay, what is the preposition in this sentence? We identified it on Monday. The preposition is into. Okay, we have to put parentheses around our whole entire phrase. Now, we have to identify two more things with this prepositional phrase. What do we have to identify? The object of the preposition, okay? The object of the preposition will always be a... Just set it down. All right, a noun or a pronoun, okay? Also, the object of the preposition will always be at the end of the sentence. So, what... At the end of the phrase, I'm sorry. What is the OP in this prepositional phrase, Elijah? Room. Good. All right, the abbreviation is OP. Now, we need to take only 4 items where into the dressing room. Where are we, what are we doing with these items? Taking them. Okay, so into the dressing room modifies the verb take. Did I say it right?
Yes.
Okay.
One question as an answer. Take them where?
All right. So adverbs answer who, how, when, where, to what extent, and sometimes why.
There's almost not many times, but it's almost like it answers the question why. I think we'll see that today on some of the stuff we're doing.
All right, so this means that this prepositional phrase is what type of phrase?
Good.
Now, if this phrase were to describe the dressing room, okay, what kind of phrase would it have been?
Adjective.
Good. The biggest thing to make sure that you know is that an OP will always be a noun or a.
What else is always a noun or pronoun? Subject of the sentence, or a direct object, or an indirect object, or the object of the preposition, or a predicate nominative that comes right after a linking or after a linking verb.
I mean, this is stuff, this question right here, for the most part, y'all have taken a test on this question probably 6 times this year, for sure 4 in the last week and something, so many days. Okay? So I feel like the repetitiveness of the quizzes that we're doing is helping a little bit. Do y'all feel like that? I mean, when I looked at your scores yesterday compared to what they were last week, I see an improvement. But here's the thing, you can't forget it. Like, you've got to keep on remembering it. Like, you have to store it. Okay? That's why you're going to keep seeing it.
And that is exactly why they have to keep seeing it, so they can
Not forget it.
remember it. Don't forget it.
Emma Grace. Oh, PN and IO, predicate noun, indirect object. Because it's a noun or a pronoun.
There are about 5 things that can be nouns or pronouns. They can be used in about 5 ways. And I think we just named them: subject, direct object, indirect object, OP, and predicate nominative.
Okay, we're going to go on to Wednesday sentence, okay? All right, on Wednesday, what is the first thing that we should do to the sentence on Wednesdays? Brackets. Now, when you go to determine Wednesday's responses, okay, there are 3 questions that I always want you to ask. The first one is, does this sentence have a subject?
Yes.
All right. Yes, it does. How many subjects does this sentence have?
One.
What is this the subject of the sentence? You. Okay. The second question I want you to ask yourself is, does this sentence have a verb? Okay. Does this sentence have a verb?
Yes.
Yes. Now, how many verbs does this sentence have? 1. Does, the third question, does this sentence express a complete thought?
Yes.
Yes, it does. Okay, so what we have determined is that we have 1 simple subject, 1 verb, and 1 complete thought. Okay, based off of these responses right here, what type of sentence do I have? We have a simple sentence. Okay? Now, one simple sentence gives us what type of clause? What if I had 2 subjects, 2 verbs, and 2 complete thoughts? A compound sentence. Very good. What if I had 2 subjects, 2 verbs, and 1 complete thought? A complex sentence.
Compound complex is two independent and one dependent. Yes.
Now, what is the purpose of this sentence?
To tell a command.
Imperative, to give a command, and the abbreviation for that is IMP. Now, you need to make sure that you have this information in the computer and on your hard copy. Okay, surely if we are doing this multiple times, you are going to eventually understand the concept, because it's not going away. All right, it is not going away. Now, when you finish getting your answers typed into the computer, I want you to turn in, submit. Make sure that you have your answers on your piece of paper. That way you have a way to study.
Will you go back up to this? Thank you.